Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm excited about the show. Season three. Ooh, it's been a blessing. And after this, I gotta go. We have 5 to 7 billboards out in Atlanta. I'm currently in Atlanta, and so I
Okay.
was just somewhere to find one and take a picture because they want me to find one. But yeah, no, it's just been ripping and running interviews, just promoting the show. But it's been like amazing. So I'm excited.
They definitely need to put you on their marketing team. You do an amazing job. You do an amazing job of making sure people are very aware of
Yeah.
the show,
That's
which
so somebody else just said that the director, she was like, I just got the phone with him and I was like, yeah, I'm about to be on this interview. He said, you are Shaquita marketing. You are the guru of
no,
PR.
listen. I don't know
Mm.
if you ever thought about it, but a marketing, company might be your side gig.
Oh, okay. Okay. But I have heard that though. Like they was like Shaquita is like the PR guru of life. She'd have put Wicked City on than anybody else. So I was like, yeah.
First off, it's been years. This show has been going on now for 3 years. What even attracted you to the show?
Well, it's Black Girl Magic.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, like it's something that's completely different from what we see as, women of color. And I also love the aspect of magic and supernatural. We watch supernatural just in general, and just to see someone like me, I was like really excited about it. And also too, I didn't want to do projects where just like it's the stereotypical roles. This was a role that for me exhausted me, helped me, when it comes to my performance and curating crafts, like everything that I have, because I went to school for acting. And so all of that hard work of studying and building, where I am now was a blessing for me to be where I am now when it comes to the show. So that really was like, oh, I can put what I've learned on screen, and then it birthed Jordan. So that's what kind of really gravitates to them. And then also too, I love the production company. They are phenomenal. And when they said witches, but Black witches, but in an urban setting but it's everyday life, it was so like attractive to me that I was like, sign me up.
What can fans expect this season?
They're going to expect a lot of growth from all of the characters, actually. Like we all have elevated. You get to opportunity to see us in different scenarios. I think a lot of times, in the beginning, we got an opportunity to see where they are, individually, how they orchestrating their space. But now you get to see them grown and mature, and now they're really honing into their magic, each and every one of us. And so this season is really an important season because you get to really see that we're comfortable in our spaces. So I'm excited about that.
How have you elevated as Jordan as well as Shaquita? Like, how have you elevated playing this role?
Let me tell you why it's a lot. It's because of the fact Jordan is not actually me. I created this human being of Jordan. Like the way that she talks, the way that she walks, the way that she dresses. She has these bifocal glasses on. Shaquita on the opposite side, she is a little bit different. She wants to be all classy and fabulous. But, I really wanted to hone into Jordan as being an unapologetically Black woman, where you don't have to be like socially awkward Black woman, where you don't have to just be in a space where you have to be a certain way or you have to look a certain type of way. She is who she is, and it has evolved me to appreciate who I am as a person and love who I am, because that's what Jordan brings out of me. It's like, you know what? If I don't want to have makeup on, cool. If I don't want to have hair, if I want to just be authentically myself, then I can be that. And so Jordan has reached so many people that are that socially awkward Black who where society has told them how to be or what they should dress or depict them. But in reality, Jordan has taught people like, no, you could be yourself and live authentically, and people are going to love you for who you are. So,
You know, it's so funny. Seeing you in person and seeing you as Jordan, like y'all are so different.
oh,
So, because like watching you and having seen you on the show, I'm like, oh, you guys are vastly different. And
oh,
I think if I didn't have this opportunity to speak with you, I wouldn't have seen that. That's the only way I really know you, for real, for real.
from that girl, yes.
Yeah, so
It's
what, I'm
People think that I am Jordan, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm doing my
You're
job
doing a
very
really good job. You're doing a really good job because even when you hopped on, I had to take a second because I was not expecting you look, it's you, but you don't look like your character in real life. And
yes.
that, and that's where I was like a little bit like, oh wait, okay.
This her? Is this who she? Oh, okay. That's how she. This ain't okay. Yeah.
Now looking at your career in general, and like I said, Wicked City isn't your only project.
No, it's not.
Did you see yourself in this position 10 years ago, even?
I did, but did I know what? No. I'm a big manifester affirmations type person. And I believe if you believe in who you are and why you are here, everything happens accordingly. I
Mhm.
believe that I was an actress. I believe, like some people be like, oh, I'm a hopeful actress, or I wish, I wish, I wish. I never wished anything. I just was like, oh, it's coming. So let me work on my craft so that when that role comes, I'm available. And so I worked on it so much that I didn't think about if I was an actor. I was like, oh, I am an actor.
Mhm.
And when I looked up, it was like, oh wow, I'm working. But it's I always teach people that proper preparation prevents poor performance. And if you're not actually working to your advantage and making sure that when the opportunity hits this door and you're not actually, ready, then how is that going to be? So I just really work hard. Everybody knows that I work extremely hard on every aspect, from acting, from business, from PR, from marketing, to like I treat my life as a business. And so it has helped me elevate my career because there's no way that it can't go up if you're continually working on yourself every single day. So I just pride myself every day to say, okay, Shaquita, what did you do? What roles are you going to continually to manifest? Are you working on this? You got Jordan. How is that going to elevate you into something else and something else and something else? And so I just, I'm grateful for where I am. I love what I'm doing. Every set that I'm on, I'm so grateful. Everybody tell you I'm always laughing, I'm joking, I'm having a good time. And that's probably the one of the keys that keeps me working because of the fact I enjoy what I do and not anything else.
Ah, that's super dope. You said
Yeah.
you said a couple of gems, but I had to say the poor performance. My sixth grade teacher, I've never ever heard anybody say that poor
Okay.
performance. It was called Mr. Pig at 6P. So when you said it, I said, hold up.
Oh
I,
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a big learner. I'm a student. And I don't feel like I know everything, but
Mhm,
I learn and I learn and I learn and I learn and I keep learning until I look up and, because I always believe that if you were a beginner, you got to automatically be, you got to work towards being, an advanced,
mhm.
not an amateur, but, an expert in it. But in order for you to do that, you got to keep working at it and you just got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And I can't look at anybody else to say, you know, why am I not where I'm at? No, did you really work on what you're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing? And I really worked on Jordan for a very long time, even before I got on stage, big or small. I never look at a role or a production or opportunity like it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna just give half because no, I give 100% to every role because also one is practice. Two, I want to exemplify I want to just, go over and beyond in my performance to see how far can I go? Like what is the max of it? So if when I get right, an Emmy or these projects, then I'm fully equipped and ready and like, okay, I did the layups. I
Right.
did everything I need to do. So put me in, coach.
So, what advice would you give to somebody that is aspiring to be in Hollywood, in your position, just in general?
I would say, I mean, you just said it specifically. Like I don't look at anybody else and I focus on sharpening my own skill set. If you focus inward, then outward is going to automatically go. Like if you put a seed in, it eventually grow. And so I'm a firm believer that if you continually to hone into who you are and your skill set and your business and making sure that you're doing everything that you can, then all of the doubt, all of the insecurities, all of the things that is outward really isn't going to matter because your inward is going to shine outward. I always focus more on that because people always, sometimes I hear people go, oh my God, why me? Why me? Why me? It's not why me, is hey, let me focus on myself because they're going to be wondering why me because they're going to want to know who I am and what I'm doing and stuff like that. And I just remember one time where I was years ago, I wasn't shooting, I wasn't working on anything, and I was celebrating everybody else. I was giving to everybody else. I was loving on everybody else. But it never once did I say, oh my God, why them? Why not me? I always been like, oh my God, like I'm excited because I feel like birds of a feather flock together. You give me some of that energy, honey, it's gonna happen. And I have friends that are series regulars, there's A-listers, and I was just so grateful to be among them to soak them up that eventually I became a series regular and I became on these shows to the point where now they're looking at me saying, I'm so proud of you. So I think it builds with the mindset of how you view yourself, how you think that you are in this world, and it's going to happen automatically if you believe. It may not happen today, but eventually it will happen if you have the right mindset.
It's so crazy. Girl, you drop gems. Gems, gems, gems. You said shopping in my own skill set. That immediately, I was like, absolutely. Stop looking outward and shop within what you have and what you want, build upon it. As
Right.
well as it's funny because you said, you clapped for other people, even though you weren't there yet.
Yeah.
There's an interview with Samuel Jackson and Viola Davis, and he very similar. He said he saw a lot of his friends getting these roles, and he looked at it as, well, God's in the neighborhood because I'm surrounded by people that are getting these things. So
Yes.
I'm in the neighborhood. So every time I go places and I celebrate other people, I'm really excited because I said, oh, we in the neighborhood. So if it's happening for you, so
Yes.
yeah,
I want to look around and I see all of my friends doing amazing things. I have great friends. Anthony Mackie, Omar Dorsey, like all of these are my amazing core friends, and they are doing phenomenal. Leeds, Marvel, all of these things. And but we all can sit together and celebrate one another and love on each other, regardless someone's A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list. We are all working. And I think we have to promote that space when it comes to friendship and not be divided or competition or any of that because it's not about that. It's about growing up and knowing that we all are going to be in it together. Energy is energy, and that's why I love Black Girl Magic, Wicked City because it's all about promoting each other, loving on each other, giving. When you give, you get back,
absolutely.
right? So that's one of the things that I love and I continually to do. And God just keep on blessing me tremendously based on me wanting to help other people, but also, elevate me in the long run. In the long run.
Actually, so you did segue a little bit back. So I will say the only thing that I do wish more was the visibility of Wicked City.
Yeah.
And like I said, you to me, in my opinion, I know more about Wicked City simply because of you than
Yeah.
overall. What are some ways for people who are already watching to help elevate this show? Because I don't, I think it's simple. I think it's very simple to say, well, our shows are getting canceled, but also I believe like when you're in this industry and you look like us, we all kind of have to work together. It's a collective. It's not really like a me for
Uh,
me.
One
It
of the one of the reasons why our show didn't get canceled is because of the engagement of the fans. We had ended up creating a cult following for our show, which was a blessing
that is
because there are people that love these type of shows. We just never had it. And so if you look at, as much as we didn't have the visibility, right, of the show, we still had loyal fans of the show that was posting, hey, please hashtag Wicked City on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Like people were talking about who they were invested. People are still invested. And this is just with minimal marketing,
Mhm.
right? So just imagine if we elevated with more more marketing and people actually see the show. We put more money in the show. We've got more budget. Everyone has elevated, even just from an overall perspective in season three. Like I could watch season three now consecutive, like constantly and be proud of the show. Now I'm like, okay, so what else do I need to do? Even with the audience perspective, going to the Emmys, highlighting the show. We just need more people to just elevate it and keep speaking on it, putting it out, newspapers, like I said, billboards. We have a variety of things that's out there, but just that little piece, our show still is elevating and still getting greenlit no matter what. And that says something about the show and the people that's around it.
Yeah, you definitely have quality followers when it's like you create a cult, that group of people that are like, no, every week we're watching, we're talking about it, we're doing these things, which I think is dope. So for, people that will see this interview and they're like, oh, what? I want to get into Wicked, but I don't fully know it. If you can like, I don't know if you want to do like 3 ways to explain it or like a quick little overview, but not like a synopsis, but like if you're talking to your homegirl and it's just like,
I would tell people, I said, think of Wicked City like girlfriends meet charm. It is basically a group of Black girls that know magic, that's dealing with different variety of issues, but in this world of magic. And so you see us, in different scenarios. I always talk about people saying, like, we all got magic, every single one of it. It may not be like that physical magic, but there's some magic inside of us. And so this show teaches us different layers. We got relationship issues, we got love issues, we have betrayal, we have, people dying and coming back and, trying to navigate emotional situations. This is what, Wicked City is about. It's an ensemble cast. You had Vanessa Bell Calloway, you had Taylor Polidor, myself, Rhonda Mormon, who's a phenomenal, witch on the show, like a villain. And then you have Malika Blessing to Sharice, Chanel Mack, variety of characters, and they're all different. They're all different, but we all have one thing in common, that we all love each other. And I think that resonates with so many people. But if I could put it in one little symbolic way, is that if you love girlfriends and you love charm, put it together and you made Wicked City.
that listen, that and I could that's gonna be my soundbite because I think that's the perfect way to explain it.
And we're dealing with different obstacles, right, in the show, like variety of things that's coming at us that are evil forces. And so every season you get an opportunity to see us work together to, eliminate whatever issue that every obstacle that we have. And so it shows the strength of us. It shows like we're pushing through adversity. It shows how we all love each other, but how we push to the limit to what we need to do. And so even with my character, people always say that my character is the light of the show, right? Through the darkness. And that's what I can, kind of say when it comes to my character. But as an overall, I love all of the cast members. I love the ensemble aspect because we are very intertwined together. And at the end of the common goal, we succeed. So I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised at the show this season. How, everything is crazy. Who has elevated, who's not at less annoying, because people said I was annoying in the first season. But, this season, she, that's my baby. I love her.
That was given a moment of, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
I like
That
that. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They better recognize. And I have to highlight, a couple of people too. Dale S. Lewis, who's a director who has elevated every season of the show. We get to see different looks and shots and the way he tells the story. I always tell people like he's like an actor director. He might not want me to say that, but he really resonates with us as actors to get the best out of us. And I think he does it extremely well on that. Also, you have the writers who are phenomenal. They elevate the show consistently. Kristen, and Serena, they are phenomenal writers who just continually to heighten the level of the show every step of the way. And then you have, the crew, the executive producer, Tressa Smallwood to, Don Lee, and then you have the glam team. So you have so many people where the pieces are falling, where it helps us curate this amazing show that we're about to see. Or if you haven't seen it, to go check it out, season 3.
I do want to say definitely thank you for doing that. It's very
Yeah.
important for me, and I did have that in my list of questions, but
Yeah.
you went out the way, and like I said, you the PR, okay? You the marketing, you the PR, so you were the plug, and you plugged everyone. But I think it's very important, especially when it comes to our project, that we're just not highlighting in front, but behind the scenes, and knowing that we have behind the scenes that look like us. At the end
Absolutely.
of the day, it's so important to realize that dreams aren't just a manifestation of those that we see on the screen, but it's a teamwork.
Teamwork, everything that you see, in all these seasons or even season 3, it was an elevation of teamwork from editors to, the director, the writer, from the glam to costuming. Every piece mattered. Even with us, as the ensemble cast, we had to work together to build this space to what you guys now see now. And so, it's a blessing to see. And people don't know, like we had 18 scenes a day. Like one day I had yes, ma'am. I had 18 scenes one day all on my own. I remember one day. And people don't know the hard work that we put in this show. It is not an easy show at all. And when you see it, it seems so effortlessly. Like
Mm.
it seems so like, oh wow, it's so easy. But we put in a lot of effort. And I just wanted to, at least highlight the hard work that everyone do, because I mean there's days where we may be up till 6 or 7 in the morning working on this show and still tired, and we're pushing through to the point where we're so tired and so exhausted. And now when I watch the show, I'm just like, wow, no one really knows what we went through to go through this, yet it still has been elevated. It still has been pushed to season 3. It's still getting recognition in what it's doing now. And I want to do the best in my ability to keep pushing it and pulling it forward. So
Listen, also you're the interviewer, okay? Because you
interviewer. I'm the one. I'm the
what,
one
what
that,
at this point, what can't you do? You
what
know?
can I do?
But no, thank you so much. Well, you have a good rest of your day.
You
I'll talk to
too.
you soon.
Bye.